Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are actually doing an Etsy shop critique. And this is one of the many critiques that I be doing for free for the entire year. So if you are interested in getting a critique of your Etsy store and you're struggling with sales or maybe you're struggling with SEO, make sure that you sign up today. I will leave the link below the video as well as in the comments section. Now, also, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel and you want to learn how to grow an impactful online business, don't forget to subscribe today. Don't forget to show me some love by liking this video and leaving a comment below. So I'm going to head over to my computer to start the critique. I'll see you there. Hey guys, so here we are, and this is the lucky winner. Their store name is Holy Art Gallery, and the store owners are Santa and Carlos. So thank you guys for signing up for a chance to win a critique, which you did. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, throughout the video, if you have any additional tips for them that maybe I didn't cover, don't forget to leave them below. We're trying to build a community where we all come together, we all help each other, because there's enough room for everyone to be successful using Etsy and other platforms when you sell products like these. So let's go ahead and get started. So normally what I do on a critique, if you watched any of my other videos, I pick a listing, I talk about product photography, I talk about the title, the listing description, I talk about on-page, off-page SEO factors, I talk about the curation of your store, branding, and much more. Keep in mind, anything that I talk about right now are how Etsy wants you to run the store, not necessarily what other people are doing or past mistakes that maybe I have made or other stores have made. Keep in mind, you want to make sure that you are up to date to whatever Etsy's requirements are. They constantly are changing, so definitely signing up for their newsletter will keep you updated on any new changes that they have as well. And I will make sure that anything I talk about, I'll break it down into easy, digestible steps that you could start taking on your own. So the first thing I want to talk about is product photography. I picked this listing here just to talk about just because I didn't have any particular reason why. But the first thing I want to talk about is, like I just mentioned, product photography. When you sell on an e-commerce platform like Etsy or anywhere else that you sell products online, is really important that your photo, one, illustrates what you're selling. When people see it, they know exactly what they're going to get. In addition to that, they know exactly what your store is about. So when I look at this photo, I do understand that this is going to be for an actual acrylic painting. It's beautiful. The only problem I had with the actual photo was this. When people are browsing on Etsy, this is what they see. And the image is relatively very small when you look at it this way. Obviously, when you look at it this way or you zoom in, you could see more of it. But when you're looking at it just from the feed and you just go like this, and this is your image here, and this is competitors' images, it does tend to be a little bit smaller. Your mock-ups are beautiful. So I don't have a problem with the mock-up. I think for me, this particular picture, the picture is very small and it has so many beautiful details that you can't see from here. That's just a suggestion. Doesn't mean that you necessarily have to change the photo. No, it's just something that I personally notice. Some of these, like this one here, if I was browsing in the search feed and that picture came up, I'm not looking at the details unless I click. But if that person never clicked, because it's so small, they might just continue shopping and not even consider stopping to look at your store. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes when you're choosing mock-ups, especially when your price is $440 for this beautiful piece, you want to make sure that's seen. You want to make sure that when people are browsing through the search feed, is noticeable, and you don't want it to be this small, because this could be a great purchase for someone, but they missed it simply because the picture was so small, it didn't capture their attention at that moment. So just keep that in mind, just a suggestion that I have. But your mock-ups are beautiful. I like this picture as a second image because it does show the product a lot closer and people are going to want to see that. So great job there. I also like the fact that you show them how their product will arrive with branding, with their certificate. This is the authenticity, something that you created. How you wrap it. This is awesome. The reason why I say that is because a lot of times people are buying gifts for someone else, or when they're buying something this expensive, they want to make sure that they're buying something high quality, and you have done an extremely well job showing how this will come to their home. So, A plus on that section there. Another thing that I would suggest in the future, when you are uploading Etsy photos, having all your photos the same size. It's not like a deal breaker. It's just for aesthetics. I find it more attractive or more professional when a store has all. If you're going to use this size, then all of your images should be that size. You see how these are more vertical and this one is more like longer and more boxier? That's what I mean by having the same image size or optimize the same size across. This one is just like the first one, you see? And then these are different sizes. It's just so your pictures could have the same format. It just looks nicer. It's not a deal breaker. Another thing I would do, because you already have enough pictures of you showcasing how they will receive the package, is another thing that I would do is add a picture telling people, hey, don't forget to favor our store. The reason why I say that is because when people favor your store, any single time that you upload a new update in your store or you add a new listing, those people get a notification saying, Holy Art Gallery just added in your listing, or Holy Art Gallery, Holy Art Gallery, this particular listing is on sale now. So for instance, right now you have 9 people that favor your store. So whenever you do any updates on your listings or you add a new listing, 9 people get a notification through Etsy. These are the notifications right here. So this is the notification I got 19 weeks or 19 hours ago. This is a invite that I purchased for my son's birthday party that was canceled. So this invite is on sale. And I got a notification because I already had liked that invite prior before buying it. I had liked that particular product. So now anytime this store does any type of update, whether it's on sale, whether they add new products, I'm going to get those updates right here. And ultimately, that's free advertising. So all the strategies that I'm going to be talking about today are going to help you drive more traffic to your store. So don't say, oh, I'm not going to do that one. Make sure that you apply the strategies that I'm talking about, because even if they help you get another 50 sales a year on something this beautiful like your product, that could make you tons of money. So just keep that in mind. All the strategies that I'm going to be talking about today, when combined together, you're going to make more money, more sales, more traction, get more leads, grow more. And that's the objective that you should be doing every single year with your Etsy store. How can I take it to the next level? So that's one strategy, is adding a picture that says, don't forget to favorite this listing, or don't forget to favorite our store to stay updated with new updates and new listings. Another one would be collecting emails. Emails are so important for a business. That's why everywhere you go nowadays, they tell you, would you like to add your email for discounts? Would you like your add an email today and we'll give you 10% off? The reason why is because of email marketing. You could target these people later on through ads. You could do retargeting. You could run an ad, and anyone that engaged with your Etsy store, with your branding, you could retarget them and follow them on social media with your ads. It's just remarkable all the things you could do with email marketing. It's not just emailing people, but also using it for your Facebook ads. So keep that in mind. Starting an email list. I don't see that in your store. I didn't see it anywhere when I looked through your listings. So incorporating a picture that says, even if you give them a 10% discount, hey, interested in buying, first time buyers get 10% off use this link to sign up today. Something that simple. It could be something that you're providing value. It could be a lead magnet, or it could be a discount, whatever you want, as long as you're collecting that email so you could remarket to them at a later time. So just having a picture with that, those will be my suggestions. Having a mock-up that shows your product a little bit bigger, and then adding the email, and then adding the picture that says, don't forget to favorite our store. So let's look at your title. I think you did a good job with your title, but you put hello, original acrylic painting by jar. So you want to make sure that when you're writing your title and your listing description, you're optimizing it for SEO. So hello is whatever keyword, whatever word you put in the beginning of the title, that is going to be your SEO focused keyword. That's the keyword that you want to rank for. So you just saying hello here, the title is not the place to introduce yourself to the clients. The title is where you put your most important keyword in the beginning of the title, so you could rank for that keyword. When people type in that keyword on Etsy, or they type it in on Google, so your listing could show up and drive more traffic to your store. So you're not optimizing your store for SEO, and that's probably the main reason why you're not getting traffic and the sales that you want. So you definitely have to change this. I wouldn't even put by your name here. I wouldn't put hello. Don't put random stuff like digital download or art print now, or people do that, or they put sizes. Don't put nothing that you will put in your listing description. So the first thing you want to do is, let's talk about tags first, and then we'll go back to your title and how you can fix it. So your keywords is how people find your items. The first thing you need to do, if I was searching for this product right here, right, and I was your target audience, what would I type in the search results to find your product? That's the first thing you have to think about. So when you are doing keyword research, if I was looking for a art printable like this, not art printable, but this acrylic painting, I wouldn't type in Mexican artists, right? Because an acrylic painting could be anyone that created it, right? I wouldn't type in just faces by itself. That's so broad. It's like, it's not even necessarily targeting your ideal customer. This one here is a good one, abstract art, because that's something that I would think of if I'm looking for something like this. Human art, maybe, right? Maybe. Brushstroke, I wouldn't use that as a general keyword. It's too general. So right now, you're showing your products to the wrong people with these keywords. You're using keywords that are too broad. So therefore, you're showing your products to anybody and everybody. And keep in mind, not everyone is your customer. And that hurts your conversion rate as well. If you show your products to too many people, using the wrong tags, and people are not buying, Etsy says, well, this one is not a bestseller. People are not buying. Let's bury it in the search results. And that's what happens. So the first thing you need to do is do some keyword strategy. You have to think about, who is your target audience. If you don't know who they are, you need to sit down and really think about, who do you want to target, and target those people only. How does your target audience search for your products? And think about words, unique phrases, and long tail keywords that describes exactly what you sell. What you sell. So acrylic painting is a good keyword to do research, but you don't have it here. You have acrylic by itself. And when you go to Etsy and you type acrylic, it's so broad, you're going to get tons of different things. If I type in acrylic, there's 1 million people you're competing with right now for acrylic. And look at all the acrylic stuff. Acrylic paint, acrylic brushes, acrylic, even, what are these, balloons? I don't even know what this is. Yarn, acrylic powder, acrylic custom dog. I don't know if this is in the right category, but you see what I mean? It's so broad. If your listing was to show up here in the first page, if it was to show up, no one's going to really buy it. This is not your target audience. So you definitely need to work on SEO and learn more about SEO. Faces, that's too broad. If I'm looking for an acrylic painting, I wouldn't type in faces. And look at what comes up when you type in faces, just random stuff. So you're not really targeting your target audience. That's what I'm trying to get to. So, and you're not using all your tags. You're using 9 tags out of 13. You want to use all 13 because the more tags you use, the more traffic you drive back to your beautiful acrylic paintings. So definitely work on your tags. Write down on a piece of paper 10 to 15 keywords that describes what you sell. You could say acrylic paintings. You could say, addition to that, you could say abstract acrylic painting, just to play around with different keywords. You will write those keywords of what somebody will search for in the search feed if they were buying your product. You guys, and you could do this for whatever niche you're in. That's what you need to do. Once you're ready, you will go up here, tools, and you will use Keyword Explorer. And Keyword Explorer, you're able to put in each keyword that you came up with and see the average search volume and the competition on Etsy. The number that I always tell people is competition should be under 30,000. Average search volume, I say at least 500 monthly searches and up. That's a good number to stick with. That's not too competitive and people are actually searching for on Etsy. Now, keep in mind the numbers might be a little skew right now because of the pandemic. So you might be looking at stuff that doesn't have that much searches, but it is a really good keyword. Still use. Sorry about that. My computer actually turned off for some reason, but I am back. So let's go ahead and continue talking. So what I was saying is when you're doing your keyword research, you might find keywords that the numbers are a little bit skewed because of the pandemic. However, if it's a good keyword or a unique phrase that describes exactly what you're selling, still use that keyword for your Etsy listing. So just keep that in mind. You want to use all 13 keywords. You want to make sure that you use keywords that describes exactly what you're selling, that will target your ideal target customer. And once you find those keywords, the keyword that has the highest search volume with the least competition, that's going to be considered your main focus keyword. So whatever keyword has the highest average search volume with the least competition will be the keyword that you're going to be using as your focus keyword. So you're going to take that keyword and you're going to put it in your title because this is going to be the main focus keyword up here. You will put it in your title. You will put it in your first 155 characters, which is considered the meta description. And you will also use it in your tags. And this is optimizing your title for SEO. So this is what people see right now when they do a Google search of your product. And it says, my name is Jorge Aguilar. I'm the artist of these unique pieces. My journey in finding myself started when I was... So it has like kind of your story. But this is not what you want when people are searching for an acrylic painting. They don't really care about your story at that moment. So what you want to do is making sure that your main keyword is your title, is in your title, and the main keyword is in your meta description. This is what's going to make somebody want to click to then learn more, right, about your products and services. So you definitely have to work on that because your meta description is not correctly done. And you want to include your main keyword here in here. Your meta description should include your main keyword. It should include a short description of what you're selling, follow with a call to action. So telling the customer, get yours today, or click to learn more, or click to shop now. Those are call to actions. And when you sell online, it's important to add call to actions because you're telling the customer what steps to do next or what actions you want to take next. And that's how you're going to get more click-through rates You're going to get people to click to learn more. And hopefully, by the time that they engage with your brand and learn more about your product, they feel comfortable to proceed with the sale. So you definitely have to work on that. I love the fact that you have a story of why you got started. I personally will remove this here and put it in your About Me section of your store. I think you do have one. Let me go back to it. Let me check. Let me go to your homepage real quick. I thought I saw it. Yes, I would just add it here so people could know who you are. This is the About Me section. When they're browsing here, they're more trying to buy what you're selling. So think about it this way. SEO is how they found you. The photo is what makes them want to click to learn more about you. But your listing description is what ultimately sells them whatever you're selling. Is what makes them say, okay, I want to go ahead and proceed. So I will remove this from here. I will add it in your About Me story. And here it should be an engaging listing description on what you're selling. That's what you should be talking about here. So having your meta description, a short description of why they need to buy this product. You have to convince the person why this product makes the best product that they should buy. This acrylic beautiful painting. So writing a description that describes what you're selling and why they should buy, something that's going to compel them to click to buy. And then you include the materials like you have, and you include details about this particular painting like you do, which is great. And you have the additional information. I saw that you have these little boxes here. I would personally remove it and add a different emoji, maybe a little check mark or something. Make sure that you include everything and anything the customer should know about this particular subject, about this particular product that you're selling in your listing description. You have to make it as user-friendly as possible. So when people are browsing your store, they feel like, okay, I'm informed. I know exactly what I'm getting. Let me go ahead and proceed with the order. Great job for having a backlink to your homepage. You definitely want to do that because you don't want people to go like this and start looking at other people's products. So you want to include backlinks, guys, either to your homepage or to other products that you sell in your store that are similar or matching. That way people go and visit your store, because you don't want them to go like this and be like, oh, wait, look at this painting, click and leave your store. So ultimately, that's why backlinks are important. So great job there. They do increase the likelihood of somebody clicking, going to your store, engaging with that product or other products. Sometimes they buy multiple products. Sometimes they buy a different product, even though they clicked on this one first. So just keep that in mind. I will remove right here. You have info at, you have an exclamation right there. I will remove that. I personally don't put my Instagram in my listing description because you can't add, hyperlinks to other areas outside of Etsy. So just pointless there. I would personally add it if you're trying to grow your Instagram. I will add it to your banner. I will have a link up here with your social media handle. If you did branding from the beginning and you have branding correctly, what I mean by branding is all your social platforms are Holy Art Gallery, then all you need to do is have a little image that has Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Holy Art Gallery, and then people will find you. It's just the quickest way to do it. Also having your link, if you are giving a 10% discount or you're trying to collect an email, having that lead magnet in your actual banner is going to help you get more leads. Putting the lead magnet or whatever you're offering for an exchange of an email in your shop announcement, that's going to help you increase your emails. So things like that is all these different little strategies will help you increase your emails, which then you can remarket to them at a later time. But you definitely need to work on your SEO. 2, use all 13 keywords. 3, make sure you're targeting your ideal customer with the keywords, whether they're long tail, unique, phrases. 4, you need to optimize your whole entire listing for SEO. Your main keyword in your title, the main keyword in the first 155 characters, which is your meta description, and then having your keywords in your actual listing description, as many as possible. This is going to help you and give you an SEO boost. So every time somebody searches for these particular keywords in the Etsy algorithm, the algorithm will take notice that you have those keywords and it will rank your listings higher in the search results, therefore driving more traffic to your beautiful Etsy store. So these are the things that you have to work on that you're not currently doing at the moment. Let's go back to your store. I'm glad that you have a logo, you have it there, which looks good. You guys have a picture together, which is great, and the picture looks good. Your products are beautiful. They're just beautiful. It's just using SEO, branding yourself a little bit better to get the word out. I love the fact that you are a Mexican artist. I'm Puerto Rican. I support all types of artists, doesn't matter where you come from, but that's great. What I would do is if you use that as your keyword in your listings, because that's maybe like a brand thing, like you're trying to use it as a brand, I would use that for your hashtags on Instagram or for Facebook. You could put 1 or 2 hashtags. I would start branding yourself if that's what you want to be known as, right? So just a tip, you could start doing that. Like, I want to be known as Nancy Badillo. That's my brand hashtag. So I normally use that on my Instagram posts. I normally use that on Pinterest. I normally use that on Facebook, LinkedIn, here and there. I will add it there as well. So just start thinking about what hashtag can I use for my business that is for branding purposes, right? Other than that, I think you've done a really great job with your store. It's just the most important things right now is your SEO for sure. You definitely have to optimize your store for SEO correctly. And thinking outside of what you have done. What can I do now to take my store to the next level? So email lists, taking pictures that illustrate exactly what you sell and people could see it at a closer, maybe doing a different mock-up to showcase your product better, right? Because that's going to be really important. And thinking about what else can I use to grow my brand. I know that you are on Instagram right now, and your Instagram account is all art related, which is great. And your photos actually look pretty good, especially these here. I love these right here, stuff like this. These are great pictures. Up here, it just seems like you're just selling all the time. Down here, it seems like you're sharing a piece of you and where you work and craft shows. And this is what you want to start showing a little bit more as well. For Instagram, work on your bio. Who are you? What do you do? Why should I follow you? Include the 3 W's. You don't have that at the moment. Add a call to actions telling customer click below to learn more. When you're putting something online, hashtags alone, it just looks spammy. You're not telling the customer what to do. You're not describing this beautiful artwork. You're not telling your story. So this is a big no-no when it comes to selling. Doing this is not going to get you any sales online, just having hashtags. You have to tell a story. You have to engage with your audience. You have to say, I did this beautiful piece while working in Mexico, overlooking the ocean, whatever you want to put, but just make sure it's something that's engaging that people are going to want to read and learn and say, wow, that's amazing, and build reach. The more reach you have, the more people see your posts. But in order to get reach, you got to get engagement. And if you have no engagement, nobody sees it. And having all of this is just spam. And you're using the same keywords majority over and over and over. I would try to look up different keywords. The most important thing is caption, is engaging. One thing with Instagram, if you want to start making sales from Instagram, is you have to warm up your audience. You have to ask questions. You have to not only sell, but you have to provide value. How are you providing value for other people? You have to share who you are as well as a company. Your logo should be here. So Holy Art Grail should be your logo. When you look at Nike, right, or you look at big companies, their Nike logo is everywhere. It's the same all across. That's how you got to think. That's taking it to the next level. What things am I not doing today that I should be doing or that I've been postponing to do? That's one of them. It's a simple solution. Making sure that your Facebook, wherever you are promoting your product, it has the same logo, it has the same bio, that you're consistent posting on all of those channels. that you're not just spamming, but you're providing value, that you're educating people, you're inspiring people by your story, and then you sell, right? So that's ultimately what you want to do. Definitely, like me providing value to people is doing these free critiques. I don't have to do these free critiques, right? But me providing value in doing these get people to know me more. They like me more, right? Because they're like, wow, that's amazing that she even takes time to do these. The people that actually get a critique, they're like, wow, I didn't know I had to change all those things. Then that's how you provide value without always saying buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. And that's definitely what you need to work on in your actual Instagram game and anywhere else that you promote. But you have what it takes to build a successful business because you have amazing stuff to sell. That's not the So your product is not the problem. It's SEO, marketing, branding, and learning how to talk to people to get sales. That's the main thing that you have to work on, because your products, as this one right here, is absolutely amazing. So just keep that in mind. Guys, if you have any tips for Holy Art Gallery, leave them below. We could all learn from each other. And thank you guys for watching.